On September 3rd, Venus has gone direct, but Jupiter then goes retrograde. Take a look at this. Here is Venus right here on September 4th in Asia time, but September 3rd in United States time. Venus goes direct. So Venus is red right here, which means it's in retrograde. It was in retrograde all throughout August. So if you perhaps were going through deep challenges in relationships, your love life, your dating life, you can blame that on Venus retrograde. Or if you are dealing with financial difficulties, challenges, things of that nature, but really going inwards and reflecting on your finances and on your relationships. And hopefully you had time to reflect on that. If not, you might have been put through certain initiations in your love life, put through certain initiations financially. So I've had some very tough Venus retrogrades in the past as well. And what I've learned is that if we can prepare beforehand, before Venus retrograde happens, and we investigate our belief systems about our love life, our relationship, if we investigate things that aren't going so well, and we set structures and strategies on how to deal with that, how to make our love life better, how to increase our self-love, things of that nature, then it can actually be a really great time. I actually had a very enjoyable Venus retrograde this year. So pat myself on the back for that. But it was a time to really, go inwards and reflect on love and money. And now it's going direct, so we can all celebrate. Yay! Venus is going back direct. This has happened already, but if you take a look here, Venus is direct, but then take a look at Jupiter. Jupiter is the numbers are gonna turn red here as we go forward. And then Jupiter, very shortly after Venus goes direct, Jupiter goes retrograde. So now Jupiter is retrograde. And we will talk a bit about that as well today. So Jupiter is retrograde in Taurus. Taurus represents what we value, can also represent money, luxury, the nice things in life, but it's also slow and steady progress. Taurus is, the symbol of Taurus is the bull. So very ambitious, but creating that kind of slow progress. Now, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It can also represent good luck. When Jupiter goes retrograde, it can turn our focus inwards. So it's more of a reflective time about our expansion. With it being in Taurus, it could be reflecting on our expansion with our money, or reflecting on our lack of expansion with money and what we value, potentially. But yeah, a great time to reflect on what we really, really value in life. All right, it could be beyond financially. So like, what is really, really most important in our values, and reevaluating that. I know there's a lot of world changes going on, and some people are thinking about like selling their home, and maybe they've already sold their home and moving to a totally different country. Like, there's so much change happening that, like, I don't know, even the values that our countries used to have is just rapidly changed, almost like it's changed overnight ever since the pandemic, you could say. And so just, maybe people are thinking, maybe you're thinking about moving to a different country, doing what I did, move to Bali, come to the island of the gods here. Actually, definitely reach out to me. You could send me a message on Instagram if you're interested in moving to Bali or something of that nature. So very interesting energies. Now, Venus rules the sign of Taurus, actually. So it's very fascinating that Venus goes direct after a long retrograde in Leo. But then right after that, then Jupiter goes retrograde in Taurus, the sign that Venus rules. So, very interesting. So we could have some further kind of some weird shifts in our life occurring around this time. I know a lot of people are going through challenges. This is potentially very challenging astrology going on here, particularly because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in retrograde. That is, I repeat, 6 planets in retrograde. This is massive. So we have a lot of, this is really a time to go inwards, guys. Really time to meditate, do your spiritual practices, because a lot of people are potentially going to have a hard time with this, especially if you're a very, very active person. Maybe kind of difficult to slow down. It's definitely a time to really slow down. For me, I actually historically enjoy retrogrades for the most part. I remember in 2020 when we had a bunch of planets in retrograde. I think it was 4 or 5 planets. It's actually a very enjoyable time for me. But that's just me. Let me know how you're doing in your life experiences with 6 planets in retrograde right now. What challenges are you going through? What major initiations are you going through? What major shifts in your life are you experiencing? I'd be very interested to hear in the comments below. Now, it's very interesting that Venus has been in Leo. This is the first time we've had a Venus retrograde in Leo for something crazy, like more than 100 years, where it actually starts in Leo. The retrograde started in Leo. And now we're going direct. So Leo represents our creativity, our creative ideas, our sexuality, our inner child. So this retrograde the last month was really a time to go inwards, do some inner child healing, really reflect on our creative ideas. Now, if you're familiar with your own birth chart, definitely take a look at what house Venus is in your chart. The house system is here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It's 12 houses. Look at which house you have your Venus. My Venus is actually in my 10th house, so that's my 10th house of career. So I was naturally reflecting on all of the creative ideas that I have for my career and my businesses, and made some major shifts. And with my business with my wife, we have basically a relationship and love coaching business, and we're completely changing our offer. So we've really did some inner work and decided that we need to really shift gears, and we're creating a whole new offering that we're really excited about, where we're potentially working with singles and couples in really enhancing and improving their love life, so they're more fulfilled in their love life, and they can call in the life partner that they desire. If you're interested in learning more about the work that I do with my wife, you can check out our channel Aphrodite University on YouTube. It's also aphroditeuniversity.org. We'll be coming out with more information on those channels. Now, Jupiter is in Taurus, and so we did talk about that. So it's what we value, slow, steady progress. So it also has a lot to do with security. What in life really brings us security? It's really important to reflect on that. Whether it's, and it could be beyond money. It could be really just an inner feeling of security. What really brings us that inner security? Which is ultimately a feeling. It's a vibration. It's a frequency of our being. It could be human to human connection. It could be community. Could be all kinds of things. Could be a home that you feel safe in, an environment you feel secure in. All right, so it's time to reflect on that. I think that is about everything I wanted to talk about. Now, in terms of astrologically with Bitcoin, Venus going direct, it just kind of represents a shift in the markets. So we have seen a big shift since August. We've seen a major dump down to the below 26K. So here we are just kind of hanging out here. Now we are below 26K. Hopefully we stay above this level here, above 24,700, around there. And now that Venus is going direct, perhaps we start going a bit higher here. That's possible. But with Jupiter retrograde, who knows? It's kind of confusing energy right now. September we definitely see some contraction energy. So we could see a dump in the 2400s, maybe that could happen. And then hopefully we'll rebound from there. But if we stay above 24,700, then we could just kind of range around here for a while before we head back up. All right, so that's what I'm thinking today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you would like me to take a look personally at your astrology, your birth chart, and specifically help you with this Venus that is going direct, and teach you about what house your Venus is in, and then teach you about what house your Jupiter is in now that Jupiter is going retrograde, and then what specifically does that mean for you? What themes does that mean for you? And also take a look potentially at your crypto investing plan and see where the current planets are in the sky right now, how that may affect your investing strategy, when are auspicious times to make big decisions with your investments, specifically in crypto, and then potentially support you on your overall crypto strategy. Then you can sign up for that in the link below. And I am giving, right now for a limited time, I'm giving 50% off the normal price of $500. So you can get that amazing deal. It's going to be a limited time for a limited amount of people. So grab that if you feel called to get that session. And definitely subscribe for more videos on crypto astrology. And I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching.